Am I asking for too much? What's up, nerd fam? This is your boy Gershon. I want to welcome you to Enter the Nerd, where we love all things nerd culture, especially comics, whether it's Valiant, Marvel, DC, Dark Horse, Vertigo, all that good stuff, and the characters that are in them. So today we're going to be talking about DC Future State, and if it's a good thing, right? Like if what they're doing is actually good and not lazy, which unfortunately it absolutely is. For those of you that don't know, DC Future State is a run of several comics which are going to be following DC's Dark Metal series, which goes into the future and offers new takes on already existing characters like Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, and others, right? Which, for some reason, DC really likes. They love taking old characters and making them new, which usually just means either gender swapping, race swapping, I guess orientation changing. I don't know. Whatever they like to, they like to do, and saying this is brand new. Here's the thing about that. Even if that wasn't the case, right? Let's just say the next Batman was still white and a guy. It would still be lazy because for some reason DC just doesn't know how to create new characters, and they don't understand how easy it is because you can still anchor a new character to an old character. Like the old character can still bring in a new character, but the new character doesn't have to be literally a copy of an old one. He or she or they don't have to be literally the next version of the Flash or the next version of Batman, next version of Superman. So let's get into some examples. I mean, even if you look at the poster, you can literally see multiple people with like the S on, different members of the Bat family, different Wonder Women. Like you can literally see it in the picture. For some reason, DC's like, this is what you want, right? You want just a different version of Wonder Woman, right? You want one from South America? That's what you've always wanted, right? And you want this new Batman that's strongly hinted to be black. That's what you want, right? I know that's what you really want. But once again, we don't even have to stay there. We could just talk about what they already have. Let's talk about John Kent, or Superman's son. Inherently, there's nothing wrong with Jonathan Kent, right? He's just Superman and Lois's son, or Clark and Lois's son, right? Okay, got it. Now, just because he's that doesn't mean that he has to become Superboy or Superman. No, he can become literally his own hero. He can be inspired by his father, but become his own hero. Wouldn't that be interesting? A whole new suit, different personality. What if he doesn't even want to be like his dad? What if he has more of a mentality like Batman for some reason? Maybe something happens in his life that makes him a bit of a darker character. Wouldn't that be more interesting, right? Like, what if him and Damian what if Damian started to fall more into Superman, like wanted to be more of a bright, lighter toned hero, and then like John didn't want to do that? What if that was what happened, right? Wouldn't that be creative? Because even in character, for some reason, when they make the son of whatever, the daughter of whatever, they literally just become their parents. Like, that's an easy way, right? Because you're literally just creating the same character twice. Why wouldn't you just make something different? Maybe their children just don't believe in the same thing. What if their children became villains? What if they weren't good guys? Wouldn't that be kind of cool and creative? Like, what if some of them didn't join the Justice League? Some of them went into like the League of Supervillains or whatever, right? Like, why not? Why not? I think that would be kind of cool. But no, they're not thinking about that. It's just, how do we reproduce the same thing we've been creating since the 30s over again and then repackage it as something new? That's not creative to me, right? I mean, how many members of the Bat family are there going to be? And if you even are in the Bat family, do you have to have like the Bat symbol? Do you have to be cold? I mean, look, Gotham's a huge city. You mean tell me that there's no one who could have been inspired by Batman that doesn't have to put on the Batman suit? No, because I guess DC sees the strength of all these brands. It's like, we're scared to gamble and create something new, so let's just keep on using these brands over. But you don't. you can just use these new characters and anchor them to the old ones. Use the old characters to bring in the new. I think this was the original idea for like Teen Titans and stuff like that, was for them to eventually replace the Justice League. Maybe not never show Justice League ever again, but bring a new team, have them, be kids and then grow up into their own heroes and have like original characters. But for some reason, it's like DC is so scared to do that. They just have these characters and then either do like a refreshing or a rebooting of the universe just so they can tell more stories with the same characters or different versions of the same character. Like, they have like I said before, like a South American Wonder Woman. Why couldn't this just be an entirely new hero or heroine? Why not? Why did it have to be that? Wonder Woman could maybe train her if that's what she really wanted to do. But what if, or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe she just has her own different backstory. Why can't that be the thing? Why couldn't they just be recruited by the old heroes, but not be them? Like, why is that such a hard concept? Create something new, because all the characters that we know and love were new at one point, right? And then you built stories and put them in cool stuff and made people recognize them. So why not reproduce that work with new characters, right? And when you do, and it's even crazier, it's like, if they do create new characters, some people go, well, they do, but they fail. The problem is, when you create the new characters, you're not focusing on who they are, you're focusing on what they are. They'll make a new character and be like, this is Black Man with the power of struggle. It's like, can you stop? Stop. Seriously. Like, don't do that. Don't start a character and like, the first thing you do is, well, what do they represent? What social issue do they bring to the table? Don't do that. You don't do that with any of the other heroes. Pretty much all the white ones. They don't do that, right? So don't do it with anything else. Stop doing that. Just make a character to be a character. I think we'll be all right by then, right? Like, not the what, but the who. Start with the who. And you can use your old brands and your older heroes to anchor them in. Put them in issues with those. And specifically, well, when I think of somebody that comes to mind that could really use that, it's Nubia. But I'm gonna literally put that in a whole other video so we can discuss that. But right now, DC Future State is just more of the same thing. A whole bunch of different tokens. And I mean that not just because of like race or gender swapping. That's a thing I don't like. But just, why are we rehashing? Why are we just putting a different person in the same name and then being like it's brand new? There's nothing brand new about it. It's just rehashed and lazy. So let's just have some, creative thinking. Is that too much to ask? Am I asking? Let me know. Am I asking too much for them to create something brand new? I don't think I am. I don't think I am. I mean, if you like that stuff, that's cool. More power to you. But me, I'm just waiting for DC to actually, have brand new characters. Because there were. I mean, remember, like, even like reading like early Teen Titans stuff and seeing there were some pretty cool characters that right now, I mean, they're super underdeveloped now, right? But they have pretty cool stories. If they just flesh them out, it'd be cool to see what they look like now. And if they don't like any of those, create brand new ones. I think that'd be cool. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Let me know what you think. If you're like, nah, DC Future State is the best thing that ever happened to DC, or you're like, nah, they need to do something different. Like, let's get something different, something fresh. And you don't have to forget your old heroes. They can still come every now and then maybe make us miss them and bring them back. But give us something fresh, something new. Don't be scared to take risks with real storytelling and not pandering. All right, and that's all I gotta say about that. Like and subscribe to this video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel and subscribe to the video. And subscribe to the channel if you like it, all right? And remember, keep on reading these comics. Love the characters. Write some good stories if you can, but don't forget to enter the nerd.